Weird random historical facts.
Deadly smoke. In 1952, the Great Thick Yellow Smog took over London for 5 days and killed more than 4,000 people. It was so bad that people on the street could not even see their own feet. Some of the people who died didn't suffer from any lung problems. They died by falling and drowning in the Thames as they couldn't see the river. Gay love. Employees at the Amsterdam Zoo found an abandoned griffin vulture egg that none of the other vultures would adopt, so they placed it with a gay couple that had been nesting, bonding, and mating for years. The two males immediately took turns laying on the egg, cared for it until it hatched, and are now a happy family of 3. There's a reason why Amsterdam is one of the capital cities of the LGBT community. Potatolicious. While serving as an army pharmacist for France, Antoine Augustin Parmentier was captured by the Persians and fed only potatoes during his captivity. Known only as hog feed, he survived and emerged in good shape. He made it a personal mission to convince his countrymen of potatoes' merits. Due largely to his effort, France declared potatoes edible in 1772. His tomb in Paris is decorated with potato plants as a tribute. Guinness World Record. Sir Hugh Beaver, the managing director of Guinness breweries in the 1950s, went to a shooting party. After missing the shot at a goblin plover, he got into an argument. In his defense, he said that it was the fastest game bird in Europe, but failed to find a reference book that could prove him right. That's when he realized that there should be a book to answer such questions. Later, he published the first Guinness World Records. Wholesome actor Zach. When Zach Galifianakis was a struggling actor, he became friends with an old lady named Elizabeth Mimi, who lived and worked at his local laundromat. Even after gaining success, Galifianakis didn't stop checking on his friend Mimi. He even saved her from homelessness, got her an apartment, paid for her rent and utilities, and often took her to his film premieres. The Working Man. When Marcelo Bielsa became its manager of Leeds United, he found out that the average fan had to work 3 hours to pay for a match ticket. So he called his players together and told them that they would pick up litter from around the club's training grounds for the next 3 hours. He wanted them to learn a lesson, to appreciate how the fans labored to fulfill their passion, though they probably still earned big money for those 3 working hours. How to gain success. Genghis Khan used a smart policy of strategic marriages. He would marry off a daughter to the king of an allied nation. Other wives of the king were dismissed. He would then assign his new son-in-law to military duty in the Mongol Wars. Most son-in-laws died in combat, and Khan's daughter would take over the rule of the kingdom. The first spirits. Mexico abolished slavery in 1829. Slaveholders in the U.S. knew that enslaved people were escaping to Mexico. The U.S. tried to get Mexico to sign a fugitive slave treaty and wanted Mexico to return escaped enslaved people to the U.S., but Mexico refused to sign such a treaty, insisting that all enslaved people were free once they set foot on Mexican soil. A sad day. Legendary American poet Maya Angelou promised to help Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. by raising money for the Poor People's March. Her only condition was that she was going to do it after celebrating her birthday with her friends. However, on her birthday, April 4th, King was assassinated. After that, she refused to celebrate her birthday for years, and for over 30 years, she and King's widow would meet, call or send each other's flowers every April 4th. A true hero. In the aftermath of the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, Hideaki Iwasa rushed home from work to find his neighborhood flooded with up to 10 feet of water. He then retrieved a wetsuit and swam nearly 200 meters to reach for his wife and mother. He eventually reached the house and found his wife barely breathing in the upper level and got her to safety. He rescued his mother 4 days later from the second floor of a flooded house. He didn't stop there and went into the freezing water every day to look for more survivors.